when you go back to the year 2000, which was my first year coming in, and things were very good in the industry. The sales were up, and they were going up. They'd had a nice run after a tough time in the mid-'80s, and they'd worked their way back up. And the breeders, the balance of the foal crop and the stud fees and the brood mares, all these things that are important in our economy were pretty much in balance. And then in one day, 9/11 happened. And when you have an international market, 9/11 actually happened on the second day of our sale, which was going to be the largest day. I thought it was shaping up to be the largest day in history. I got out of bed that morning. It was a beautiful morning, and I told my wife I knew the yearlings. I knew the consignment that we were going to sell that day, and they were crackerjack. They were just wonderful. And I said, I think we may break an all-time worldwide sales record today. I think we may it's that good. All the pieces were in line. Well, by 10:30, all that was out the window. And the world, as John Magner told me that day, the world will never be the same. And right on top of 9/11, and the difficulty, one of the difficulties about 9/11 is that Ted and Bill before and we continue, we're trying to build a worldwide market. We felt, and Keeneland still feels, that it's very important to bring the world here to Lexington. It helps the other businesses in town. It helps the institutions in town. That if we can bring people from around the world and actually have them come to Lexington, they will be treated well. They will like where they stay. They will invest. They will form relationships with other businesses. And so the worldwide part of the September sale has been very important. And if you will go back to those days, one of the ramifications of that event was the worldwide commerce and the ability to travel and the comfort of traveling came to a screeching halt. And the day after, I was thinking about the day we canceled the sale for one day, and we didn't know what to do. Should we cancel the sale forever? Should we cancel it for a month or 2 months or 6 months? And so we talked to some of the major players, the major buyers and major sellers, and we talked to Sheikh Mohammed that day, who said, "I'm here. I'm going to stay here. You cannot let these people deter commerce. I know these people, and they're evil." That's what he said that day at noon. He'd already figured it out. Talked to John Magner from Ireland, who certainly in Ireland had decades of serious problem. And he said, "Nick, the world will never be the same again in our lifetime. And this is a perishable commodity. This is an agricultural commodity. Thousands of people have worked for months to get this product exactly the way it is. And you tell them we're here and we're going to participate, and you can count on us." So if we decided if nothing else happened that night, we would go ahead and have the sale the next day. And everyone showed up early. Everyone walked the grounds. They were just bound and determined to demonstrate that they were going to participate. And the first horse in the ring was very fortunate because they all wanted to demonstrate. Went for far more than it should. It was Swain Yearling that went for $525,000, all-time record for that horse. But they all wanted to go. Never raced. But the major point, which is good. Right on the heels of 9/11 came MRLS, and mare reproductive loss syndrome. And for those of you who have not been around, about a third of the broodmare crop was affected. And so if you look at one of the charts around here, the Keeneland sales over the last 15 years or so, and you will see these two valleys. And the first valley was a combination of 9/11 and MRLS. And then we spent most of the last decade working our way back up, and 2 years ago we were back up to where we were, and things were going very well. And on the first week of the September sale, Lehman Brothers crashed, and the worldwide recession hit. And once again, we were caught in a situation that we had nothing to do with, but dramatically affected our business. And so while much has changed over the 75 years, and we could get into how all the things have changed, what's not changed one bit is this philosophy of race meets at the highest quality possible. In some decades it's been higher possible than other decades, but always the highest possible that you could do. And research and academic projects and others that are the benefit of the horse, and leadership in the industry, sales, and then what's left over, give to the community. It's a wonderful philosophy that has made this corporation very strong. And so, to me, a lot's changed at Keeneland in 75 years. This beautiful room we're sitting in is one example. But at its core, nothing's changed. We're exactly the same way we were in 1936.